Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here playing Thief. These are all the collectibles and loot items in Chapter 1 Lockdown. Now for the rest of the game, I will only be showing collectibles, but for the first chapter, I recommend you get all the loot so that you can get the Obsessive Compulsive achievement / trophy and whatnot. Right off the beginning, you're going to want to grab the little loot on the handrail, climb up the locker, and grab the second loot item. Now come up this little ladder here, hook onto here, up here, and you can just press B to skip this or watch it if you do want to. To your left hand side, loot item number 3, and you should also have a bottle that you picked up. If you don't, that's fine too. You can just jump down here and kill all the guards or do whatever you want. I just throw the bottle across, so just right there, just so they turn around. You don't really need them to turn around, but it helps. Jump down, and we're gonna go straight for this little door in here. You can open the door. There might be a guard in here. There was not for me. Depends on what difficulty you're playing on. Pick up the little coin purse on there. I believe that's number 4. Those are arrows. Those do not count towards the lootable items, but I recommend you pick up the arrows anyways. They do help further on in the game. Now we're going to make our way over across the street to this little wagon, and on the ground we can find our first collectible of the game. And you can see that the collectibles are different from the lootable items because they show up on your screen. It says new collectible. It'll show you some additional information about that collectible, and it shows up quite differently. Now go across the street again into this dark alley. There will be 2 gold coins on the ground. Make sure you pick up both of them separately and hop over this fence to get to the next area. Now, once we're in this next area, you jump down, go to the right-hand side, and use LT to kind of grapple up onto that wall. Once we're on top of this wall, we want to jump back, sorry, not jump back down, walk around on top of this little area, jump up here. Before we go up, make sure you pick up that little collectible in the corner, and then jump up again. And now we're going to jump down directly in front of us. There's a little knife, I believe. You want to pick that up as well. It's a pen. Then you want to go inside of this door. You're going to need to lock pick it and normal speed here as we go. Once you lock pick it, you're going to want to go inside of the room, then close the door behind you to reach the next loot. So there are 60 loot items, like I said, in this mission, and you only need to get all of them in one mission, and then you don't have to worry about them for the rest of the game, although I do recommend you pick them up. Anyways, behind that door, pick up the little candle holder and sneak on through this area into the next area, lifting this beam as well. Now, once we are in the next area, this is where the majority of all the collectibles are. Anyways, once we have those 2 guards right there that kind of leave the pack, you can kill them, you can do whatever you want with them. I'm just going to leave them. I don't even think I encounter them later on in this area, so it's not really worth fighting them. Gold coin right in front of me if you missed it. Now that this guy's by himself, you can walk up behind him and knock him out, or if you're like me, he'll see you and you just take him out normally. If you have upgrades, it becomes a little bit easier, but once we take him out, grab the little collectible knife again. Yep, right on that table. And that's it. Watch out for these 2 guys walking around, just double checking that I got that coin, which I mentioned there. Now across the street from the last collectible, we're going to go in here. You see a few barrels in front of me. Behind those barrels, you'll find a gold coin on the ground. You'll need to pick that up. Now we're going to need to go on top of this little roof area that we are in, using this little blue grappling pad or whatever. Jump across the roofs, and then you'll land directly onto another collectible gold coin. Sorry, it's a loot item. The terms are very, very like interchangeable in this game. There's a fine line between loot and collectibles, and there's even unique loot. Anyways, we'll drop down, go to the left-hand side, follow this little underground passage, I guess you could say it. It's almost like a sewer system. No need to stop here. Just keep going, and once you do reach this area right here, you can sprint, you can do whatever you like. Go through this door, and close the door, and behind the door, on the ground, there is another loot item. So make sure you get that one. That one's pretty easy to miss. Crouch down into this little duct area. Climb on up. Now you're outside in the Stone Cutters Court West, or the Stone Market, whatever it's called. Sprint all the way to the back of the jewelry store. And inside this jewelry store is where like 99% of the loot items in this level are. You won't need to leave this building once you're inside. Lockpick to get inside like always. And now once inside, I'll just kind of continue to explain where each item is. So now that we're inside, kill this guy. You don't have to kill him, I don't think, but I do knock him out just to make my life a lot easier. I don't think he is... Yeah, maybe he gets in the way. Who knows? Just take him out from behind. That makes it a lot easier. I didn't mean to put out the candle, but it also works towards an achievement, so whatever. That document, it helps in the game, and it gives you information, but it's not necessary. Look through these two drawers. The bottom one will have a collectible item. On top of the desk, there will be a collectible item. I checked these two drawers to be extra safe, but there's nothing inside of them. Turn to your right-hand side, you will find a cup on the desk, as well as a bracelet, and then look onto the shelf next to everything. You'll find another loot item. Now go up to the painting, use your hand to trace around the painting until you do find the little catch door. Now the controls in this game are pretty clunky, so it took me a little bit of time here, but once I do find it, I'll pull it. Behind this is a safe. The combination will show up on the screen right here, but it is 739, and once you open the safe, you will find another collectible inside. So, like I said, it opens up. 739, I believe, is the code. You can see it on the screen here. Pick up this little mask. It is a collectible. There will be another mask later on in the mission, and you will actually unlock an achievement for collecting some masks. So that's pretty easy. Now, again, in here there are some arrows, not necessary for the loot items, but definitely does help further in the game if you do need them. We're going to go up the stairs. This is a pretty linear game, so you will have to basically go here. Now, once we're in this area, open up this armoire or cupboard, or whatever you want to call it. There are two collectibles inside of it. There are also two drawers underneath it, which I do check, but I don't believe there are any items inside. Now, we're going to make our way around the room in a counterclockwise motion. The shelf has one. The next shelf has another. And now, before we really move on anywhere, make sure you go inside of this little room. And there will be a guard sleeping. Sneak up to him and knock him out. There is a second guard, which I actually edited out of the video. So there might be a second guard that comes up to you. You can always just kill him and whatever. So once the two guards, or the one guard, whatever you have happen on your thing, pick up the cup right beside that guard. There are two collectibles on this shelf next to him. There is a safe right here, which you can pick. This one's one of the longer ones, but through the magic of editing, bam, it's open. And now once it's open, there is, I believe, two things inside of it. Let's see here as the video plays. Yep, so there's some gold coins as well as a collectible bracelet. Make sure you pick up both of these items. They are both necessary for you to get all the achievements that you possibly can in this first chapter. Now from here, move on to the right. Again, whoops, it's a candle. I did it completely by accident. I was just working my way counterclockwise in the room again. Inside the dresser, armoire / cupboard, there are candle holders, and you want to grab those. Now, there are 4 drawers here. 2 of them have a collectible. It's the top left one and the bottom right one. I checked the other one just to be safe. And now we're going to move on to the front area of the jewelry shop. So again, I like going in a circular motion kind of around the room and then sweep the middle. So we're just going to start with right in front of us. There's this little chest here with 2 loot items. Then there is a dresser with 1, 2, and moving on, this one has another 2. You can actually see them through the little grate. But anyways, I do check the middle one just to be safe, to make sure I'm getting everything for you guys. And then just keep making your way around the room. Another loot item, another loot item. Oh, that one's actually empty. And then a second loot item there. We're at like about 40 or 50 of them. There will be a counter in the screen. Now go here, and there is another loot item. This middle one will make you pick a lock, And inside of this, there is a collectible item, and this collectible item is a mask, which will also unlock an achievement for you the first time you get both of the masks in this mission. As I open it up, there it is. And then I'm going to cut the video a tiny bit, but right here inside of this third chest, there is another loot item. Now, from this chest area right here, we're going to want to sweep the middle of the room, not until we look through this last drawer here on the outside. So there are another 2 items inside of this chest. Go to the middle of the area. Do not leave the area. I do not recommend it. Open it up. There are 2 in this little chest, and there are 2 in the other one next to it. Now, the controls get pretty clunky here. As you'll see, I try to pick up some items. I end up sneaking to the side of the chest. Then I press X to pick them up both up, and it closes the chest on me. So I open it up again. But in the 2 chests in the middle, there will be 2 loot items each, which means 4 items. And now moving on, there is a gold coin near the floor on the near the cash register on the floor. You want to check the drawers just to be safe. Again, they are always in the same place, but I like to be safe just to make sure I'm not messing anything up for you guys. You want to lock pick the cash register. You get a decent amount of gold from it. And then just continue looking in this area. I'll double check these drawers. Yep, there is 1 loot item in there. I do not believe there's one in the bottom drawer. Now moving on from this area, I have covered all of the items. You want to make your way up here holding LT and get up onto this little catwalk area. Now follow the catwalk around through this center beam that goes over the room all the way across. Do not drop down just yet. If you do, you can have some troubles getting back up here. Pick up this collectible item. There's only 1 up here on the catwalk. And now you'll want to drop down off of the catwalk, which you do with the A button. And yeah, unfortunately, I get a little confused here. But once we do drop down, you'll want to go up the stairs here. Well, obviously, you do not need this bottle in your hand. I was still getting used to the controls. But yeah. Anyways, once we get to the top of this area, there will be a guard sitting on a chair. Take him out as soon as you can. So just go up to him, sneak up to him, and press RB to knock him out. There's also like an old lady wandering this area, so just take her out as well. You'll see me doing that pretty quickly here. Just look for her. She can be in any 3 of the rooms really, although she has a set path. This is where she was when I found her. Take her out. Now this area has, I believe, the last 10, I believe 51 through 60 of the loot items. We do have all the collectibles of this mission. There's a cup on the chair on the desk there. Next to the sleeping guard, there was another cup. That's 2 in this area. Now you're going to want to go into the room where I killed the old lady, and just follow me in the video. There is a cup directly in front of you when you enter the back door. There is another cup, I believe, right there next to the fireplace. There is, I think, 2 or 3 collectibles here on the desk, inside the top drawer as well. Now, fast forward these other 3 drawers, they were empty. And from this area, I actually kind of missed one. It's in this same room. So before you leave this room, go over here, look into the left side drawer, and you will find 1 more lootable item. Now, there are 3 more in this area left in total. So just go into this room here with the closed door, and you will find a cup on the dresser, and inside one of the cupboards, you'll also find earrings. Pick those up. Now, lastly, in the last room, which is like a bathroom, yeah, it's a bathroom, there's a mirror. You'll want to pick that up, and that is all of them. You will not, again, you will not unlock the achievement until you pass the level. Now, what I recommend is that you press the back button, go into player progression, go into statistics, and here you see the chapter lockdown. On the right-hand side, it'll show you how many collectibles and how many loot you have found in this mission. If you found all of them and kept up with the video, you have 60 out of 60 and 4 out of 4. You'll want to finish the mission, which is another 5 to 10 minutes, and you'll get a whole slew of achievements or trophies, including like Obsessive Compulsive, stole 5 collectible items, finished the level, stuff like that. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you found this video useful, entertaining, or informational. And make sure to use the link in the description below to follow the rest of the series. Thanks, guys. Peace.